not helpful for.
I have never.
It's been mind raped on that podcast. Well, I'm guessing like it sucks when you go and debate against Pisco. Pisco is very good at arguing. Pisco can convince you of things that you like. You don't, and you don't get like all the context he has for why he believes something. It's just shitty. I'm like sympathetic to Hutch. I could see how that would happen.
What are you even talking about? What did I ignore in Gaza? What are you talking about?
The Lancet study that said almost close to like 180 to 300,000 dead by X amount of time. I
saw that study. The broad consensus is that broad consensus about hold on. The broad consensus about this particular Lancet thing is that these numbers are wildly inflated. Nobody seriously disputes, no serious person disputes that the official death count is higher than what the Gaza Health Ministry is putting out there. Most people land between like 75K and like 110K. And I've never ignored these things. So wow. I have no idea what you mean where you're like, oh, now you want to care about projections. But let's go back to what we were talking about. The USAID cuts, that's a relevant thing to talk.
Again, the projection thing wasn't saying you're like a heartless monster who doesn't care about dead people. It's like you discount the Lancet thing because it's projected, it's not really well backed up. And you brought up another number that he's kind of insinuating he's not well sourced or it's just a projected number. So I don't want to deal with that.
Talk about if we're talking about the cost of giving Republicans control of government, right? And what was that number?
I believe you keep quoting 14 million.
I keep quoting it, or have you seen the same quote?
I'm sure it's out there somewhere. I've probably come across it. Yes.
You have. Stop. So all of these things, you think that those are like, you think those are acceptable costs for like?
No, Strings. I believe it is. Hutch just said so. I believe there's literally consensus that the Gaza Health Ministry has probably undercounted the dead. Not overcounted, undercounted.
Kicking kicking Fetterman out of the party?
Conspiracy Liam is conducting an investigation. He's so fine to do that. Dude, who Megalo? Dude, what the fuck, dude? Oh, wow, I'm so scared of this total random shitter. Oh God, the humanity.
What?
Dude, who Megalo?
It doesn't have to be such a binary. When are we supposed to start?
What do you mean it doesn't have to be a binary? What do you mean by that?
It's at a certain point, it has to be more about the decisions of the party, like the defense of the party versus holding the party accountable.
If the Democrats win control of Congress and get the presidency.
So I haven't kept up on a lot of Israel-Palestine stuff, Strings, but I would just say probably if Hutch is saying it, I would imagine it's probably true. I feel like Hutch is in a very liberal space. Like he's not going to. I would say he's not going to say that the Gaza Health Ministry undershot the numbers without pretty significant representation, pretty significant sourcing for that claim.
You can reasonably expect like a certain set of like.
With regards to Hutch, like I do expect him to maybe not be as good at like some abstract thinking or having arguments where, like there's a lot of hypotheticals and stuff. I don't really expect him to do ultra well there. I do expect him to do well in terms of having like well-sourced claims. No. So Carbide, I just explained it. I do think like his factual claims would be well-sourced, but in terms of like abstract thinking, am I going to follow some complex hypothetical? Not necessarily so much. But I would expect him to have well-sourced claims most of the time.
Outcomes over here, right? And then if the Republicans...
Who is Lemur? That's what I'm asking.
...win control of the Congress and the presidency, we can reasonably expect another set of like horrible outcomes that we just unpacked a moment ago. It is a binary choice. There is no third party that can take control of government. It's one or the other.
Go up and shit the bed. When the Democrats go up and shit the bed, when they have a general attitude that we're going to do this with or without you, so you better get in line, and then they fall on their face, you don't think some measure of culpability should be put on the Democrats themselves?
None of that matters in the context of this conversation.
It matters greatly.
No, it doesn't. We're talking. I just asked you a straightforward question. You're dodging it. Are all the negative externalities of the second Trump term, do you think that that is a acceptable cost to your strategy? Yes or no?
So if Fetterman gets primary, this results in Trump.
Stop weaseling out of this.
Oh my God, shut up.
Stop weaseling out of my hypothetical that assumes the worst possible outcome. Stop weaseling out of it. I think, Ilger Boy, you should have an easier time when it's like, oh, if we just gave like Trump a majority, like a super majority by primarying Fetterman, okay, I probably wouldn't want that. Just say, yeah, I probably wouldn't want that. I think that's the easiest thing to do. Yeah, Trump is probably worse than whatever Democratic coalition we could have, right?
Question.
You how this connects.
No, just answer the question. Everything that we're seeing from Trump right.
Because then it all comes down to like, okay, how do you know that primarying Fetterman gets us like to lose Congress? Where is that coming from? That's where you actually just like, he's got no source for that. He's got no way to explain that. He's just making that up,
now,
right?
all of it. Is that an acceptable cost to you?
Answer. I'm trying to get you to rephrase.
I don't know how I could be any more
so you're
particular.
Gets primaried, and then he loses. A Republican gets into that spot, and then in turn, the majority goes towards Trump. And then Trump does all the things he's already going to do.
Yes.
Is that worth it?
Yes, that's the question.
That's so implausible. Like we're in fantasy.
That's implausible.
Say it with me, guys. Okay, it's better to genocide Palestinians than it is to get Trump to dismantle our fucking democracy. Okay, all right. It is a fucking hot take. Okay, listen, I'm not pro-genocide. Fuck that shit. All right, I get it. I understand. Okay, but if I had to choose between Palestinians dying and Trump dismantling our democracy, there's only one good option here, okay?
What do you mean that's
happened because of the campaign that Kamala ran?
Also, not to say, like, Trump dismantling our democracy is, like, will cause way more suffering and death, all right, worldwide than anything what the IDF is doing right now. Anyway.
No. You're saying that it's implausible. I don't know.
Just so you know, Ogre Boy, you should actually just engage with the hypothetical here. Say, hypothetically, if I knew that we had a majority and we would lose it via primarying Fetterman, I would not want to do that. I will give you that. I think you give that away every time. You shouldn't have any problem giving that away, to be honest. Because it gives nothing away in what you want to do, right? Because you're never going to know that for sure, and you can point to a whole bunch of reasons why having like some kind of purity testing or having positions that you'll no longer vote for somebody on makes sense.
That's crazy.
And there will never ever be like a certain thing. Like, I don't even think in this election there's a lot of reason to believe that people virtue signaling over Israel-Palestine actually led to the Democrats losing. I don't believe that happened. I don't believe the numbers would back that up at all.
Okay. All right, Jstlk isn't completely lost.
Despite Hassan, I guess being wishy-washy on who to vote for, I don't think he had like a significant outcome or a significant effect on the election. On the election's outcome, yeah.
I don't even know. I have no fucking idea how you would think that was implausible.
Yeah, but it's kind of like not Loki's wager. Fuck. What's a good term for it? Because the thing is that, like, you have the plausible deniability of whether or not you affect something or not. But the thing is that there is a world where he did, in fact, contributed to the space that enabled that kind of influence versus he himself actually, like, no one's going to say, oh, it's just because of Hassan, he ruined everything. No one's going to say that. But could it be the case that Hassan has influenced the space enough to the point where it contributed towards a mass rising rhetoric that managed to capture the Democratic Party? Yeah, I can totally see something like that. The thing is that you can, like he has the power of plausible deniability, and I think that's the issue here, right? It's because you can't really point towards one thing that might contribute. It's like the fucking CPS call, isn't it? Where you can't point towards one particular person, but you can certainly point towards people who enable it, right?
When the last Congress under Joe Biden during his first term was a 50-50 Senate. So we know that the margins are so close that one seat could make the difference. Why would you say it's impossible?
So the counterpoint here would be, okay, what about blue no matter who? Why wouldn't we just expect Pennsylvania Democrats to be blue no matter who in their general election for the Senate, right? Shouldn't we just be blue no matter who there? Like, why would it matter if it was a slightly more favorable to Israel candidate? Would that lose them the election? Really?
Plausible.
Because they already have the majority.
No, if you call Frogan fat, okay, you're banned. apparently.
Do you understand what a fucking? Do you understand what a hypothetical is?
What Kamala said.
Do you understand what a hypothetical thought experiment is and like the purpose of it? Do you understand that?
Ogre Boy, this is the only part you've really screwed up on. You could just give him this and say, okay, but there's no reason to believe that that would happen in like some hypothetical scenario, right? One, it's like it would only be in a primary. You're looking to primary this candidate, right? Why, Hutch? If you're blue no matter who, why would it matter if you have a socialist? You already said you vote socialist. Is that not what everybody would do?
You want your strategy to be like bully people out of the party because they're not ideologically aligned with you or whatever, or because they support Israel or whatever.
No,
Fine.
No,
you want that, but
I just want there to be a definition for what it means to be a Democrat, and right now that doesn't exist.
is the cost worth it to you? Is it an acceptable cost? Yes or no?
We're already seeing the cost.
Stop dodging the question. Just answer the question, bro. Is it an acceptable cost? Yes or no?
Is what an acceptable cost?
All right, I'm done.
Right.
That is the last conversation. I'm hitting the block button.
Dude, fuck me, dude. That can't be a real laugh.
Okay, now I'm getting why he's okay. This is the good part, okay? This is the good part. This is where that conversation wasn't the best, okay, but it gets better now.
I'm out.
Where's my heart meter? Listen, I'm pretty sure Hutch is like doing a bit here, okay? All right, where's my heart meter? I mean, like he's doing a bit, but he's actually genuinely angry and pissed off, okay?
I see. Hold on. So it's not even question.
Okay, I care not for Cameron Slop.